I'm here to read for you again. Hello, say Light and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome. Happy Manifestation Monday on my channel. This reading's going to be all about manifesting. We might get some specific details about your manifestations and where they're at, or what energies you need to be aware of while you're manifesting. Or it could be more general and just kind of a reminder about manifesting principles. There's many different manifesting, concepts. I personally follow the law of assumption, which is different than the law of attraction, and I really, really adore that method. But whatever method you use, it's not even about a method. It's about what you believe is true being true. Okay, so what you believe, whatever that is, it could be different from me, and that's okay. Before we jump in, I am behind on comments. I just want to let you guys know. So after I post my videos on Friday, I take the weekend off, okay? I have to do that for my own energy's sake, okay? So it's necessary for my spiritual energy to disconnect and cleanse over the weekend and have that break time. It doesn't mean I don't love you guys or that I don't appreciate you, because I really, really do. But I get back to it on Monday, so I'm on here replying Monday through Friday before I post my video. So I will respond to everyone this evening. Yes, including my email. So thank you for understanding. And I love you so much. I love you so much. How do I want to start this? First, I'm going to clear for you. Clear for me. And you know what? I'm going to start with the Moonology Oracle. I'm not going to try to identify who I'm reading for. I'm going to keep it more general today. So I'm just feeling more of a principle of manifesting type reading today. So we're going to see what comes out, what we need to be aware of, and then you'll see if this kind of fits in with you. I'll see if I'm bringing awareness to some things that relates to you, okay? Okay, Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thanks so much for being here. I hope that you've had a fantastic weekend. Another note while I'm shuffling. So it's holiday season here in the States. So this week my daughter is home from school, so I will have even less time available. I hope that you guys understand that. So I'm fitting this in whenever I can, and that's about all I can do this week. So all right, Spirit, can you please connect me to my wonderful darlings here and help me kind of tap into their energies. Let's see what's going on with their manifestations. What do we need to be aware of energetically, and what things do we need to be what do we need to be aware of energetically? I will also see some things that you're doing really well after I get this main part of the reading done, okay? All right, let's see. Let me know. What do we need to know for manifesting this week? What do we need to know? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus, baby. Yeah. Prosperity lies ahead because prosperity is here now. Okay, it's a mindset. Let's see, a time for healing. Okay, so there could be, I could be talking to people who have an issue with a prosperity mindset, okay? And it's completely normal, so this is not confrontational at all, okay? It's sort of focusing on the logical side of prosperity, right? And it's like, okay, well, how am I supposed to feel, I don't know, rich? We'll just take the monetary side of prosperity for this reading for right now. How am I supposed to feel rich whenever I'm actually not? It's easy to say that, it's a lot harder to do it, and you're absolutely right. But a mindset is just energy, okay? So the concept of prosperity goes beyond just the number in your bank account. It goes beyond your assets. It goes beyond all of that, because the people who are prosperous, yes, they have circumstances that tend to line up really easy. I will definitely acknowledge that, okay? But their mindset and their energy is also participating in that, okay? And it's much easier for some people born into wealth, born into I don't know, whatever you view prosperity as. It's much healthy family, you know, it could be anything. It's much easier for them to jump into it because they're born into it. I understand that. But there are also people who come up from nothing, okay, and they're able to, you know, conquer that part of their battle. So there's plenty of stories like that, and almost all of them have in common that they had a definite decision that they made about what they wanted for their life, and they knew that it was maybe unrelated to prosperity. So if you're focusing on money, right, if you're trying to focus on manifesting a lot of money, what you need to do is actually take a deeper layer look at what you're actually wanting. Do you actually want the number in the bank account, or do you want financial freedom? Do you want peace? Do you want to not have to worry about bills? Do you want, you know, like a sense of comfort, a sense of peace? You know, that's really the underlying energy that you want. And so then you can step into adopting a mindset, adopting an energy that says, no matter what, I know I will be taken care of, right? That alone is a prosperity mindset. That's a first step. No matter what, I know I will be taken care of. Everything is always working out for me one way or another. It may be not in the way that I think it should happen, but it's always working out for me, okay? And putting that trust in, because you are still here despite all of your hardships that you've faced, despite many setbacks financially, you know, family, whatever, emotionally. Despite setbacks, you are still here and you're still willing to grow, and that's just proof that the universe is on your side and the universe wants you to prosper. Okay, so you have to accept and say, yes, I receive that. Yes, I am meant to prosper. Yes, I am in the energy of prospering. And then watch as you focus on recognizing that blessing, how more of it comes in because you're aware of it. If you are putting yourself in a mindset that is like things always fall apart, if you look at the negative side of things going wrong, things always fall apart, nothing works out for me, it's one bill after another. It's like when as soon as I get a raise or a promotion or something, it's like bam, something with the car happens, you know, or something with the house, or something that is out of my control that I have to pay, and it's like the money that I just gained is taken away. And so that's what you're focusing on, and so then it just keeps happening. But if we can change our mindset to say everything is going to be okay no matter what, right? One way or another, even if things come up, it's not a setback, that's not the end goal here, right? All right, wow, 2 cards worth of energy, you're welcome. Okay, Spirit, can you give me some tarot about this? Prosperity lies ahead and a time for healing. What do we need to be healing? What prosperity can we look forward to? How do we need to integrate with this? Okay, let's see. All right, what do I need to know? Page of Swords. Okay. I'm getting an envious energy from this. Comparison is a thief of joy, okay? Page of Wands. Okay, yeah. With the Hermit on bottom. What do I need to know about this? 2 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. Goodness. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. Queen of Swords on bottom. Okay. Comparison is a thief of joy. Okay. If you are limiting your experience by looking at the experience of others and saying, well, they have this and I don't. They experience this and I don't. They didn't have a rough childhood or whatever, but I did. They grew up in, you know, wealth and I didn't. If you stack the odds against you mentally, then you are energetically putting yourself in a crossroads, okay? And you're focusing on the wrong priorities, right? You have to really prioritize what you want to believe, what you want to receive, what you want to move forward with, okay? It's very intentional. And if we can go a layer deeper, like I said, we don't see the full picture of what other people go through. I'm not saying that they don't have, you know, privileged upbringings for sure, but that's not the point of it. You can't control anyone else's circumstances. You can control your own energy and your circumstances, okay? So if you are looking to others and you're just like, well, letting that discourage you in your situation, then you're not focusing on what you want, right? And the whole point of manifesting is that what you feel, what you believe, what you accept as your reality is what then comes to fruition in the 3D, okay? I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not. It's really, really not. But it is as simple as making a decision. Okay, you want this 10 of Pentacles. You want to feel the peace of knowing that you don't have to worry about, when you're going to be able to put food on the table, or what time this bill is going to get paid. You want this peace. You want this reassurance. That is an energy that you have to sit in some form. This is why we use tools, and methods for manifesting. It's not the visualizations, the scripting. It's not the repetitions, sats. That is not what brings in your manifestations. It is you getting into a state more frequently of envisioning what you want to feel and experience, what you want to have as your reality. The more often you put yourself in a feeling state of gratitude, of, like it is actually your here now tangible experience, the more you do that, then the more you are energetically aligning with that. And the universe says, I agree with you. Okay? So whatever you are energetically aligning with most of the time is what the universe agrees with you and shows you. Okay? It's also about what you are focusing on. Okay? You could have the circumstances right in front of you, but if you have a core belief system that conflicts with the experience that's in your 3D, then you won't appreciate it, you won't accept it, you will inadvertently reject it. This is like the concept of people who go from nothing to winning the lottery, and they then lose everything in 10 years because they don't focus on changing their belief system around what is possible for them. So even though they have the money come in, they still walk and talk and live like they're in lack. So it's like, this is not a judgment thing, by the way. It's just unfortunately how it goes sometimes. It's spending too much money because you're afraid of not being able to buy it later, right? Or just being, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to go that deep into it. Envy is putting you in a state that you do not want to be in. You don't want to experience envy. I know you don't want to experience that. I know you don't want to experience feeling like the odds are stacked against you. I know you don't want to experience that. So the more often we can be very truthful with ourselves and say, what energy am I choosing to feel? Because your circumstances will not change how you feel. You change how you feel about your circumstances. Okay? You have all of the control over your feelings. And the feeling state, being in the end state, the new you, the reality that you want to experience, is what brings in your manifestations. So you have to be very on top of yourself about what you're choosing. There's 2 cards here of conflicting choices. These are the 2 worst choices in the tarot. 2 of Swords next to 2 of Pentacles. That is, I don't know what to choose to move forward because I don't want to look at the options. I don't want to have to face wounding. I don't want to have to face my upbringing. I don't want to have to face, my circumstances. I don't want to have to be delusional. It's just irrational. I feel like there's not a way out. I feel like I'm stuck with what I have now and I don't have a way forward, next to the 2 of Pentacles, which is saying I have too much on my shoulders and I couldn't even prioritize what I wanted to if I wanted to. But if you're focusing on that, I don't know, if you're focusing on that, then you're putting yourself in a chokehold about it, okay? And you need to let yourself out of the chokehold. You need to let yourself be delusional, okay? Even if it's just for a few minutes a day, you just start working on it. And then as you actively start working on training your brain to be more positive about what you believe is possible for you. I'm not talking about toxic positivity. I'm talking about training yourself to get into feeling like everything's going to be okay. and counting your blessings for what you do have. It doesn't mean that you ignore how hard things are, but it's just you choose where you put your attention on. You choose what you focus your attention on. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come out. Goodness gracious. A lot of words wanting to come out today. How can I help this wonderful darling of mine to get their focus on what they want to experience? Okay, what advice can I give them to help them alleviate this being of two minds, the sort of releasing the comparison? How can I help them with that? What do I need to know? What methods can we use? What do I need to be aware of here? Four of Swords are like, heal, baby, heal. Heal your beliefs. Four of Swords and the Hierophant. Four of Swords and the Hierophant. Page of Wands. Okay. Judgment. Oh my god. Okay, with the Page of Swords on bottom. Okay, here's the deal. The reason why I'm getting a little antsy right now during this reading is because I can feel the energy of someone very frustrated with what I'm saying. Okay, and I understand because I get it. I've been there too. Okay, I've been there too. I grew up in a very poor household. I am one of 5 girls. Okay, neither of my parents went to college. Right, my dad was a manual labor person. Right, there were times where my parents had to schedule bills based on how late the bill could be. Okay, it wasn't a great time. It wasn't a privileged life, okay? So I completely understand the feeling like other people have it easier, right? I remember feeling that from a kid, right? Being able to look at my friends' situations and just be like, wow, they get to have their own room, right? And their own privacy, and they get to go to Texas Roadhouse and eat steak and like do all these fancy rich people things, right? But I will say one of the things that I appreciate about my upbringing, despite people who know my background know that I'm estranged from my family, from my birth family. One of the things I will always appreciate about my upbringing is that my parents' faith, even though I'm not Christian anymore, they were. My parents' faith about being taken care of was solid. There were months where we didn't know how we were going to make it. There was a month where my parents' car broke down and there was no money to buy a car, and someone from the church just called and wanted to give them a car without even knowing the backstory, right? There were times when the universe, because my parents believed that things would work out, that things did work out with no rhyme or reason. So I got to grow up experiencing that level of trust and faith. I am privileged in that sense. That's where it does come easier for me, because as far as money or tangible material things, I got to witness that from a small child, okay? Now, I'm not expecting this to change overnight for you. You can if you want it. There's some people who can just like brain snap, completely, delusional thinking, jump into feeling new reality, believing the unseen, believing the opposite of what they're experiencing right now in the 3D. And it's just like easy for them, but I don't want you to get discouraged if it takes you taking time to really go inside and really deal with the hurt or the upbringing or the traditions or the belief system that is ingrained in you. It's okay if it takes some time. It's all right. Everything's gonna be okay, all right? I am not saying any of this to say that you're wrong or you're failing your manifesting. I don't believe you can fail your manifesting. I just want to encourage you to feel the feeling of what you want to experience now. I don't think that you should have to wait to feel it. I think that you can imagine it and feel it, and I think that you deserve to feel that, especially right now if you're dealing with unfavorable circumstances, okay? Now, I hope that you're not too angry at me. It's okay if you are. I understand. But this is exactly what this is saying. 4 of Swords, the Hierophant, Page of Wands, and Judgment. This is saying you have to change your limited beliefs about what you think is possible. The pages are children in the tarot, okay? And you've got 1, 2, 3 out here, okay? Faced with a bunch of conflicting mindsets, right? They want you to believe that there is a further expansive way of thinking. The Hierophant has the most expansive way of thinking, okay? He's like probably the wisest. He grounds the connection from spirit, the 5D, to the 3D, okay? He puts in the rituals. He does all the tools, all the manifesting, all of the methods of manifesting, right? He's very diligent about that. He's very consistent with it. Very methodical too. Taurus card, right? This is the earthy, grounded, consistent, slow-paced energy, right? Now, it's hard because we want things fast with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands just wants to learn what they need to learn right now, right? And just get to the end of it. And totally understandable. It's okay to be excited. Feeling excited is part of it too. So that is an asset to you. But I want you to be excited about all the things that you can learn with time as well, okay? If you can look at it that way, then you might have a renewed hope for what is possible. This Judgment card is an awakening card, right? It is a resurrecting what you didn't believe was possible, you know. It's also spiritual awakening, you know. So they just want you to sort of ground the excitedness into the boring aspects of manifesting, which is the repetitiveness and stuff, and just changing your beliefs. It's okay. Now, let's see what you're doing right. I want to see what you're doing right, okay? Because I don't like these where I'm just like, here's what you're doing wrong. Because I just don't think there's wrong manifesting. You know, you're always manifesting no matter what. So even when you're manifesting unfavorable circumstances, you're still manifesting, you know? So it's just all about shifting the mindset. You're not a bad manifester. You're manifesting extremely well, honey, okay? I want to help you manifest what you want, okay? And I think that you can do it because you already are doing it, okay? It's not like there's a pause between manifesting. It's literally what you believe, what you believe is absolutely true for you eventually right now. You know, it's getting into that energy. The energy that you think is right and true right now is what you're experiencing is right and true right now. So once you work on changing what is right and true to you and you feel that, then things start changing to morph that into your existence, right? It's true. It's true. I know. And I'm sorry if that bothers you because you're just like, I didn't manifest this. And I'm like, it's not a blame game. That's not what I'm getting at. It's a compliment. You're extremely good at manifesting. You really are. You really are. We all are. We all are. Okay. What is my wonderful darling here doing right on their manifesting journey? Or how are they aligning? Okay. 4 of Swords. So, hold on. I said 4 of Swords. That's 3 of Swords. I think I said 4 of Swords. Oh no. What is my darling doing right now? To align with what they desire to manifest, okay? Okay, there we go. I knew 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Okay, we'll just, the Magician, Ace of Cups. And the Fool. With the Hanged Man on bottom. I love that the Hanged Man came out, okay? The Hanged Man is all about different perspectives, okay? It's also, I've talked about it before, the Hermit card in the tarot is someone who is isolating themselves, taking a break from the exterior world, going off on their own, doing the inner healing, finding their inner light, and it's a self-imposed isolation. The Hanged Man is also just as wise. It's learning different perspectives. It's also healing, but it's sort of like a universal timeout, right? It's like your energy forcing you to take a break, right? It's maybe a less willing journey, okay? It's being put, it's being hung upside down by the universe to say, please stop and look at things different. So if you feel like there's like a pause in what you're wanting to come in, if you feel like things were going well and then now, you know, it's almost like things are backtracking, it's like literally, this is a time for you to pause and realign with your energy, okay? I feel like you're already doing this time of pause, this time of waiting. You are taking that opportunity to do some inner healing work with the Three of Swords, Four of Swords. I love that those came out consecutively because it's like you are aware of what expectations you had for failure, and you're addressing those, and you're trying to rework your expectations for failure, right? You're trying to shift your mindset from expecting to the worst to expecting the best. I love it. The Magician, that is the manifesting card. Next to the Ace of Cups, you are manifesting and creating with all of the tools that you have, because you're a master manifestor already. You're using all of that right now to realign emotionally. This is a fresh feeling of love. Like, this is almost, it can be pure love in the sense of self-love. It could be just a feeling of loving life. It could be a child. It could be a love relationship. It's all about that fresh feeling of love, right? Romantically or not. Like I said, you are working on feeling that again. Maybe where once you felt like it was impossible to feel that, you are now focusing on the feelings of what you want to experience. And that is bringing in your new beginning, honey. That is bringing in your new beginning. I feel like you maybe feel like, I don't know, the Ace of Cups next to the Fool is like, it feels irrational, okay? It feels like, especially if you're coming from a place of Three of Swords, Four of Swords, you know, you're just like, this feels totally irrational, but I'm gonna try it anyways. And that's the key. Just be willing to try. Like, you already know that whatever energy or outlook that you've had isn't working for you. And so I love that you're addressing this within you, because all you can change is yourself. You're changing your love, your feelings, your outlook, and your desires. I love it. Things are going to work out for you, okay? They already are. Everything is always working out for you, no matter what. Circumstances don't matter. They don't. Believe in who you want to be. Believe in new self. Believe in new reality, because you can absolutely make it happen. Crazier things have happened. Okay, how do I want to close this reading out for you? Let's do some... I'm gonna do healing energy oracles, and then I'm gonna end it on the spiritual AF affirmations. These are raunchy, okay? They are intense. There are plenty of... If you are sensitive about words, I would skip that part. That's why I'm going to do it very last. Okay, Spirit, can you please connect me to the healing energy that my wonderful darling here needs on their manifesting journey as they are readjusting their feelings and readjusting their expectations? What healing energy do they need to hear right now? Okay, we've got harmony. I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God, thus I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. Exactly. There's no one and nothing to change except self, and you can feel all of the feelings that you want from 3D circumstances within you now, and that is the key. Guidance. I love that this came out because I was thinking about mentioning that you might want to follow some sort of manifesting coach. I don't yet, but I've really been tempted to join Manifesting with Kimberly. I really love her personality. That's her YouTube channel, Manifesting with Kimberly. I think she does an excellent job of explaining manifesting. I think that she just is so lovable, and so I totally recommend you at least go look at her channel. But I feel like guidance, taking advice from other people who know what, not who know what they're doing, but are very aware of conscious manifesting, okay? I think that could be really helpful. Let me read the card now. Okay, in times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my fate to God, and my faith is rewarded. This is exactly what this has been saying. Now, God, the universe, spirit, the divine, the Most High, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this is a religion neutral zone here. Okay, let's see. I am light. I always have hope, no matter the ordeal. I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all of my being. I love this deck so much. Oh my goodness. One step at a time. One step at a time, little Page of Wands, trying to get everything right now. One step at a time. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. That's beautiful. Courage. I am stronger than fear and bigger than doubt. I am light and I remain light. I trust in God and stand tall before the tests of life. I grow and become wiser through every challenge. I am a being of new life. Wonderful. I love it. So if you don't like raunchy, if you have a problem with naughty words, I'll see you later. Thanks for being here. I love you so much. If you do, then let's get you some spiritual AF affirmations. Okay. I just saw 3113 on the clock, and 13 is the divine feminine number, so there might be needing to do some inner work on distorted feminine energy, whether or not you are male, female, or non-binary. That's all about receiving, right? Being receptive to receiving, right? So that might be helpful, is looking into healing the divine feminine within you. Okay. What affirmations does my wonderful darling here need that will help lighten their mood? I wanted to end on this because these always kind of lighten my mood. Two. All right. Oh. Don't be an ungrateful shit. Seriously, if you're reading these cards, you're privileged AF. You can read. Reading is super fucking fantastic. Think about how many generations of people didn't get to read. Fuck yeah, we're not completely fucked. We know how to read. See, this is like finding the things to be grateful for, getting in those moments and feeling those moments. I love it. You can't have a positive as fuck life with a negative as fuck mind. If anyone ever tells me that they don't believe in tarot or readers, I'm just like, you know what? That's fine. You don't have to. That's fine. I do, because this is, out of that whole thing, these two came out. If you find yourself with a head full of crap, go watch some videos of babies laughing or goats excitement fainting or old people cursing. It's helpful to think of laughing as a mental pooper scooper. You gotta get the turds out so you have room for fresh and lovely thoughts. This deck, oh my gosh. I hope that this was super helpful for you, and I hope that you find some time today and for the rest of the week to really get into feeling what you want to experience right now. Go into focusing on that feeling and experiencing that rather than what you don't want, okay? I love you so much, and I hope to see you tomorrow for Taco Tuesday, where we see who's talking about you, okay? Or we're going to see, not who's talking about you, we're going to see what people are saying about you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's hopefully see you there. If not, that's cool too. I wish you well tomorrow, today, and for the rest of your life. Okay, take care and ta-ta!